Now, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I am not a Snyder-bro. Yeah, I know, it's shocking. Yeah, you're probably even more shocked than Kaya. No, but it's true. I've actually been very critical of Zack Snyder's movies over the years. And for the life of me, I could not figure out why so many dudes were frothing at the mouth and ready just to take out some Vaseline and grease up and ride Zack Snyder's. But then something happened to me. For the first time, I decided to sit down and watch this. And after watching it, all I gotta say is, now, Zack Snyder has been skulking around the Warner Brothers lot, right? But unfortunately for Zack Snyder, James Gunn is the co-CEO of DC Studios.
You shall not pass.
Now again, I do not hate James Gunn. I don't want to see him fail. You can't tell a dumb kid to stop touching the stove, and you cannot tell James Gunn that his approach is So now, I was thinking, if I was David Ellison and I had to make a choice, these are the top reasons why I would dump the Gunnverse like a wet bar of soap and bring back the Snyder-verse. Number one, no one has made more money with the DC characters than Zack Snyder. Here are a list of the top 10 highest grossing DC comic superheroes. Zack Snyder is responsible for 4 of the 6 of them. He actually has writing creds. 2 of them were actually Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight. Even though the Dark Knight movies are not a part of the Snyderverse, I do count Christopher Nolan as part of Snyder's camp because he did produce those movies. Reason number 2, the Justice League Snyder Cut is a virtual masterpiece. I cannot believe those words are coming out of my mouth. But fair is fair. Zack Snyder completely redeemed himself. I mean, after a fair viewing, I can safely say that the Snyder Cut is better than 300. It just is. There was so much more context that was put into that movie. It felt like a completely different story. It was serious. It was focused. It was well-paced. It was dramatic. It was fantastic. And to not continue more movies based on that movie is basically leaving money on the table. Reason number 3, Zack Snyder only does A-listers. Now, Zack Snyder knows exactly the characters to bring to the table that are going to have the biggest draw. Now, he focuses on the big 7, which is smart. Now, there are some caveats. Cyborg is there. Now, this charter is mimicking Jim Lee's New 52, where Cyborg was put on the team. So at that point, he was given a really big push. Secondly, Green Lantern was not there. However, Green Lantern was still kind of considered box office poison because of the Ryan Reynolds 2011 Green Lantern's flop. And even he made fun of that movie. Reason number 4, Snyder knows how to make things feel epic. One of the biggest complaints about the James Gunn universe is that it feels more like a high-budget, colorful TV show rather than a movie. Not so the case with Zack Snyder. He likes to slow it down and let you soak up the emotions, soak up the visuals, soak up the landscape, soak up the emotion of the moment. And everything just feels more dramatic. It feels big. That is exactly what these iconic heroes need to feel when you go into those theaters. Reason number 5, people actually want it. Correct me in the comments, but I have never heard of a movie where people are still frothing at the mouth to see it continued 5-6 years later. This movie was so good that it had such an immense effect that you literally have a legion of fans just waiting at the door to throw money at you. I've never seen anything like this. And this is also the only movie I've ever heard of where fans were demanding the director's cut. And that leads me to reason number six. That Snyder cut that the fans were frothing for was an immense success. The Snyder cut on HBO Max got roughly 3.7 million views. That is tremendous. That legacy, if you continue it in a movie, is going to lead to potentially $1 billion payday. It will be huge. And there you have it. Those are my reasons why it would be smart to dump the Gunverse and bring back the Snyderverse. And once again, I'm not even a Snyder-bro, and even I get it. So if I was David Ellison, that's what I would do if I want that moolah. All right, that's it. I gotta go get this Vaseline out of my ass. If you want more wild hot takes from me, your boy Jim, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and click this video. YouTube says it's what you're gonna love from me. And there's more to come. Please like and subscribe. And this is Jim. I'll see you later.